Hey guys, this has been on my heart so much. I have to share it, guys. God's been whispering in my ear over and over and over. So, freedom and corruption, my two topics today. My whole goal in life was for freedom, and without going through corruption, I wouldn't understand the value of freedom. And corruption right now, I'm going to talk about. I have a friend that I'm really close to that's gone through a lot of issues with his family life recently. And what he's been telling me is breaking my heart. It's actually almost made me cry the other day because I started tearing up earlier. I was talking about it actually. People are committing suicide today, guys. I'm sure it's both men and women, but mainly men. I'm seeing this happen to a lot. So, for all the men and women out there that are going through traumatic experiences with their family, my heart goes out to you. And I truly just want to tell you to hold on and let's make a difference. Share your story, guys, because I've been on YouTube watching all these stories about men that are, and I haven't seen any on women yet, but probably because I haven't been looking really, but I'm sure there are. I've heard stories from women that are going through the same thing, guys. So this isn't one view, this is right and wrong. So here's where I'm at. Our system is corrupted. So, how do I say this? A person could make false allegations about somebody and get a restraining order on them without any evidence, any trial, and that person could lose their kids and take a year or two to get them back. So the craziness of what's been going on with my friend is that because that person's a really good person, doing the right thing, outstanding citizen, working his whole life, keeping up with his career, supporting his family, the system is broken, guys. I've watched tons of videos on this where people are killing themselves because they can't afford to pay child support because the court gets to decide what they pay. The other person doesn't have to be working or trying to get a job. It's kind of like that whole unemployment. I just saw something on the MREs. Why don't people on welfare, why don't we feed them MREs? Same thing we're giving our troops, which some of you may hate me for saying that, but yeah, you know what, guys? The government is too nice to people that don't want to work versus the people that are working. They run us into the ground. And my friend is going through right now, guys. And I've heard so many stories from people close to me that have gone through this. And it is pissing me off. And today I finally decided I'm going to stand out and say something against it. Because here's what's happening, guys. The court system will, if you don't pay child support because you can't pay it, they will take your driver's license, your real estate license, which is happening to my friend. He's actually letting it go because he's paying the child support, but his lawyer told him to pay it by the end of the month, and he was on auto pay for 5 months, and now they're saying they're going to take his real estate license. So he's saying, okay, he tried to get it right and set it up, and the system wasn't working, so have at it, guys. So what's going to happen to my friend next is they're still going to garnish his wages, and they're going to go off the last 5 years, the money he made, even if he decided to retire when he bought enough properties to live off of so he didn't have to work. They're going to make him work to pay this person money, even though this person doesn't want to work, can work, and is believed to be on drugs and has had over 3 or 4 DUIs. Don't want to get specific on that, but this is nuts, guys. So what's going on right now is the government has so much control, is corrupted. I don't know what else to do to help my friend other than share this story with people. Because if people can stand up and share their stories, I've heard tons of stories on Facebook about this stuff. But until it hits home, being my best friend means a lot to me. This person has gone through so much because somebody else doesn't want to work and has personal issues, and there's children involved. And the court system, they've been through 3 lawyers. The court system isn't there to help you. It's there to take your money and make you pay it. The judge decides whatever they want to decide. It is just not a good system, guys. So I've heard all these other stories about people having to pay this money and they can't pay it for whatever the reason. They take their driver's license. They end up going to jail. You can use YouTube this and see this all day long. And they end up killing themselves, guys. I get it. Like, if you've never been through any of this, guys, you can't even imagine. You can hear stories, but until they hit you at home, guys, you'll never understand. I have people I've talked to, friends, clients. This has happened to so many people in Fresno, guys. I'm sharing this video today. Share it if you know somebody this has happened to. If you think this needs to stop, tell me where to meet, guys. I want to have a support group, guys, something that I know many people would love to talk about. People have been telling me to get on here and share some of these stories. So I may be on here talking more about this. So I would love to hear your stories, and not to just complain, guys, but this stuff needs to sink in with people. It doesn't make any sense. Why can somebody, I've seen so many videos on YouTube, people are staying home, not wanting to work, collecting food stamps, and the person that had a job, even if they want to retire, can't retire because they got to pay that other person. So people are starting to file claims against, filing unlawful claims to get money. It's becoming a business. Does anybody agree with this? Has anybody have any short stories they can share with us to see this? This is a business. People are using kids so they don't have to work. This is nuts. It's corrupt, and it's happening. What are we going to do about it? Well, I'm on here sharing this video about my friend because he is not having a great time, but he is handling it like a champ, and he's doing everything he can. But he also was in a position of working his ass off for a number of years since he was 15 to work, to have a family, to get that all taken away because of money. And the government is there handing it out, making the orders. And it isn't righteous, guys. It is not righteous. It's not our freedom. This is not freedom. This is the government stepping in. Until my friend had kids and realized this, and now that I have kids, obviously I'm a huge supporter of anybody wanting to stand up, make a stance. And I know this is happening on both sides. I'm sure this has happened to women, but I know the majority is men. And I've heard women contest to that. So I have heard of men doing this too. They don't want to work. Maybe they got mental issues, whatever the case. Instead of getting help and going to the doctors, they want to handle themselves by dragging other people through the mud. And a lot of this is entitlement that the state, the government has created. So if you agree, please smash the like button, share it, guys. I'm going on a limb here because this has been something on my mind for almost 2 years now. And I can't have people killing themselves any longer. If I could save one person, guys, and all I'm going to tell them, guys, it's not too late. It's not over. Hang on. Do whatever you can. It'll get better. But when you're in the middle of the shit, guys, it is easier said than done. So if you need somebody to talk to, message me. I'll be there. God bless.